So now we need to add some texture on this horse, and I used this manipulated flat brush for blocking in all of these colors. Now I'll take some water on my brush, the rigger brush, and load in some black and brown and just a bit of white to get that glow, mostly black. Zoom it, and let's come right over here into the eye and just drop in that color. Go to some brown, want it to be curved. Something comes off like that. Keen observation is very important. And another stroke. Just below the eye there goes another stroke, and over here too. The eyes what's going to define the face. Something comes off right over there, just like that. Now I'll take my tree and texture brush go into some black and brown with that tree and texture brush. Although it's used for nature, that is trees, foliage and grass, we can make use of it here also. And just sort of dropping in the fur, tapping it very lightly. Going there to remove the harsh edges. Scrubbing it right over there. Now I load in some more of that paint of black and brown, and let's go right there at the top. Look at that. Ensures that everything fits together. The blocking in part, and here it will be fairly darker. Change the angle of the brush there. And I'll take in some brown, just some brown, and just drop it right over there. Still using the tree and texture brush. Oh, look at that, it's that easy. Load in some black. And bring that black over here too. And as you run out of paint, you can just scrub it like that, because that will anyway be in the shadow region. Don't a whole lot of detailings there. Now I've taken in some white and brown without cleaning the brush. Let's come right over here and just drop in some highlights on the face, not everywhere but just here and there. Okay, and something comes off right over here too. Fair enough. Now on my rigger brush I've taken in some black, white and brown, and let's come right over here, and I've added some water, and let's drop in some hair over here. Load in more of white this time. Yeah, it works. Okay, and just a bit of indication here and there, and just blending it when something comes off right over there. And just something like that. Go back to the tree and texture brush and make it act like a blender, like a blender brush. Look at that. Same thing goes right over there too. And some amount of highlight goes over here too. Make sure that the strokes are well refined. and well defined. And something comes soft right over there, just like that, and you can just give it a soft blend. And let's come over here and drop in something over there and something over here too. Follow the angles and just sort of blend it by using the rigger brush, or you can use, or you could even use a blender brush for this if you're painting in oils or if the paint underneath is wet. And let me blend even this. Don't scrub too hard, we're just trying to blend it. Fair enough. And something comes off right over there too. Load it directly into that tree and texture brush. Just sort of dropping it right out there. So now let me turn this and let's drop in the hair. With that, you could even make use of the liner brush. I just made sure that I did not paint this as dark as this, because we'll have more depth at that time. Make sure that they're in all directions, curled or curly ones, leaving some of that underpainting intact. Look at that. And now I load in some black on my rigger brush. Just come right over there and drop in some shadows. Just dropping in some of that darker ones. Just sort of tap it. Now let's go ahead and place in some highlight colors. I added more of orange to that, and underneath the eye something comes off right over there, and observe the reference picture. And so now let's go with the blender brush. In my case, I'm using the tree and texture brush, and blend all these together. Look at that. And now let's go ahead and drop in some highlights in the form of textures. Just tapping it very lightly, and something comes off right over there too. Just tap it. Not going to be everywhere. Okay. And something comes off right over there too. Just blend it off. So now let's go ahead and blend all these together to create that smoothness. Look at that. Doing it very gently. And so now let's go ahead and drop in the shadows in the form of textures. We blend it off. I've taken off more paint as much as possible. That. And something comes off right over here too. Just trying to blend them. Now let's come right over here and just drop it in. And another one comes right over here too. Let's give a soft blend. And now let's go ahead with another coat of highlight with a smaller tree and texture brush. Look at that. That creates a whole lot of texture. Don't want to lose that contrast. Okay, and something comes off right over there, a glow. Look at that. Just some effects. Blend it off. And another one's gonna come right over there too. Now I'll take in some white. Let's drop it right over there. And something comes above. Still using that small tree and texture brush. And let's go ahead and drop in some textures and highlights on the ears too. Sort of do it like that. And we shall make use of some black and brown. Most of the times in this painting I've mixed black and brown. Just do it like that. And I'll go into some pure black for a change in this painting. I just drop it right over there. Follow the angles. And now let's go ahead and drop in some textures and some variations over here. Look at that. Something comes off right over there too. Let them be very random. Don't want to cover it up completely.